Hey guys, welcome back to my motherfucking YouTube channel. So I started with lashes because lashes just take fucking forever, and that's always my first step is my lashes because I put them underneath and I'm not very pro at that. So my eyes always water like a motherfucker. Like, I'm not even joking. I also like to start, I feel like I breathe so heavy. Like, that can't be good. I start with a lip gloss or lip plumper. My eyelash placement or whatever isn't very good, as you can tell. I actually start with eyebrow gel just so that way I have it out the way so that way my eyebrows can dry before anything. So let's get up close and personal. I have lots of imperfections. Okay, but that's fine. We all do. Some of us have less because some of us are fucking perfect, like me. Just kidding. I'm not perfect. I wish I was perfect, but I don't know. I feel like if I was perfect, I wouldn't have much to talk about. Because, I mean, like, the trauma that I've got, that's all I fucking bring up. Oh my gosh. Attention seeker much? I feel like everything I've gone through, like, it low-key, there's always something to talk about. Because, I mean, yeah, there's definitely always something to talk about with me. Except, like, when I'm in person, I try to be a talkative person, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way. So next we're gonna go in with primer. Oops. Sometimes I like to put it on with the brush, sometimes I don't. It really just depends. This next part, I use this brush, it's a concealer, but I use it as a contour, and I use this one. I need to get a new setting spray. This is the only setting spray I have. Maybe I should do a video on my makeup collection. It's very tiny, but when has that stopped anybody? Like, let's be so for real. This dries so fast on my skin. I don't know if it's for everybody. A little bit goes a long way when you're using it for like contour. Okay, so next, so that way it doesn't dry so fast, I use my setting spray and I spray the fuck out of it, and then I spray my brush. I honestly want to try new makeup, but girlie's a little brokey right now. We're brokies right now, so yeah, like, don't even mind that. Oh my gosh, guys, I got an interview and it was as a mental health tech, and tell me why. I feel like I low-key fucking bombed the interview, like, not in a good way. Like, I'm being dead ass. When like, I don't really practice for my interviews. I kind of just like go in hoping I get the job and, like, you know. But I started so much, like, there were questions she asked and I was like trying to like get my point across, and my point wasn't getting across. Like, I don't fucking know. My excuse me. Well, like, I have 3 brothers. I'm the only fucking girl, unfortunately. That's not very cash money of my parents, but I am the only girl. I always wanted a sister, like, really bad, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm kind of glad I didn't have a sister, because, hey, I got all the trauma. I would never want somebody else to go through what I went through when I was a child. So I guess it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I didn't get a sister, because so having 3 brothers, I always knew, like, if they dated, like, in our city, in our same city, I was always like, oh my gosh, like now I don't talk to anybody that I went to school with. So I always knew, like, I was like, shit, like, one day they're gonna, like, introduce us, like, to their girlfriend and their family, and it's gonna be somebody I used to go to school with. And actually that happened. That did happen. Next, I like to go in with this e.l.f. Soft Glam. I got it literally because when I was working, that kind of a lot, maybe. When I was working, I started to buy makeup products because I hadn't bought makeup products in the longest time. But anyways, Oh my gosh, guys, when I was in school, I used to flirt in a weird way. Like, I was low-key, was I being a pick-me when I would flirt? Because what's it called? I'm pretty short, like, unfortunately. At one point when I was in school, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Hold the fuck up. When I was in school, when I was like in 5th grade or 4th grade, I had a little growth spurt. So I felt like I was kind of, not the tallest person, but I wasn't like super duper short. But then 5th grade came and everybody had their growth spurts. All the guys had their growth spurts and I didn't feel so tall anymore. And I wasn't very tall anymore. Like, the girls had their growth spurts, the guys had their growth spurts. I had mine in 4th grade or 3rd grade. It might have been 3rd grade. My genetics did not pull through. And so the way I used to flirt was like, oh my gosh, I'm like taller than you and da 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 da, right? So there was this guy. I should not have liked him because he was very mean. So let me tell you guys, there was this one time, sorry if I'm talking like, oh, there was this one time that I guess I was flirting with him, and don't worry, he didn't have a girlfriend or anything. I don't think any of the girls liked him. I don't really know. Anyways, tell me why I was like, oh my gosh, I'm taller than you, da 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 da. Like, I didn't realize I was flirting. And the way I found out that's the way I flirted was because I had this best friend and she's like, she used to do it too. And I was just like, I think that's our way of flirting. I was like, oh my gosh, you don't tell me that. Don't even tell me that. I told him that. And you want to know what this mofo told me? Do you really want to know? I don't think you guys want to know. Because you guys are going to get your feelings hurt. Because I got mine hurt. He dead ass told me, keep in mind, I wasn't skinny in elementary school. So in my elementary school at least, sorry, I'm making noise with the toilet right now. In my elementary school at least, if you weren't skinny or pretty, the guys were pretty mean to you. So this mofo deadass told me, you're taller from me this way, but not this way. And I was like,
you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I was shook. I was like, boy, what the hell, boy? Like, I was honestly shook. I did not expect that response. And I don't know if me saying I was taller than him hurt like his ego or what the fuck. Like, I don't really know. But unfortunately, that's what I got told. That was the beginning of my body dysmorphia. No, just kidding. My body dysmorphia started like way before that. So that comment really just like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, I'm never flirting again. I've honestly gotten told meaner things. But yeah. Guys, okay, answer me this if you want. Honestly, you don't have to. But, okay, so for me, I feel like I'm a very loyal friend. I'm a very loyal person. So, like, if I find out, like, my friend or something was dating somebody and, like, I didn't know they were dating, and then I find out, like, they were dating, like, in the past, and let's say I'm talking to this person, I start dating this person, and then I find it out afterwards, I will straight up leave them. Obviously, that's not the case anymore because I have a boyfriend now. Oh my god. Guys, I remember, now that I have a boyfriend, well, I've had a boyfriend, we've been together for 6 motherfucking years. 6 years, bitch. Oh my god. I always wish for a boyfriend and for somebody to treat me so amazing like they do in the movies and like be so nice to me. And I will say never settle for less because I actually finally got it. Oh yeah, if like my friend or somebody was dating somebody and I start dating them and then I find out or they tell me like after like, oh, like that was my ex or blah, 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 I will straight up like, I would leave them. So there was this one time, there was this girl there was this guy I was talking to on Instagram. Like, that was like the thing when I was in middle school and high school. You would talk to guys on Instagram, or like they'll DM you and like you'd be like, oh hey, like you want to talk? Sure. So there was this guy that I was talking to, and I have this friend. She was a girl on Instagram. We had never met like in person, but we were like Instagram friends. And the way I met her was because I started dating this guy. It was before I started talking to this other guy, okay? I wasn't being a hoe. Don't worry. I was dating this guy and she was like friends with him and stuff, so she ended up following me. Anyways, so I was talking to this guy and then we ended up dating, and then he posted me, so I posted him like hashtag middle school themes, hashtag new boyfriend. That was my post. I don't even remember what my post was. I just know I posted him on my story. You don't post on your actual account, like a official post, unless you know it's real. It was on your story if it wasn't real. Anyways, that's not it. So I posted him and she's like, oh, like, she goes, hey, like, he's my ex, and like, da da da. I think she said he did me wrong. As soon as I read he's my ex and he did me wrong, I was like, oh fuck no. Like, I feel like I'm a girl's girl. I don't know if I am, but I feel like I am. So I dead ass, he had just texted me and I dead ass blocked him and never looked back. Now we're gonna go in with concealer, and I use the Born This Way in the shade Porcelain. And we go in with quite a bit just because we like to look like fake queens over here, okay? Like, we are not even sorry about it. Next, I have the one size. I got this like for my birthday last year. Was it last year? Yeah, my birthday last year. This one's in the shade Fair 4. What's it called when I got preggers? I would hardly do my makeup just because I didn't want to waste it because I didn't have money. Also because I was a depressed pregnant person. I feel like for some people they love pregnancy. For me, I didn't love it. I did not love it. Like, it was not my cup of tea. And honestly, if being pregnant isn't your cup of tea, like if you're pregnant and you feel so miserable, don't feel bad for feeling miserable. I felt so miserable while I was pregnant, like it wasn't even funny. Like, I thought of ending it all, but I didn't because I feel like that would have been very selfish of me. So hashtag growth. That's growth right there. I like to let this kind of dry while I do my eyebrows. So this one, I got this from Jewelry Box actually, and I don't even know what the brand is. Ozlab? I don't know, but it says vegan. I like to use these, the ones that have like the little thing, but I don't know if this one dried out because I was trying to use it literally yesterday. I used it, but it didn't work very good. Okay, so I think I realized this is in the shade Dark Gray, and my eyebrows are in dark gray. Excuse moi. Okay, so we're gonna use this eyebrow pencil that I had gotten. It's from LA Colors. I got it in my, oh, if you watched my full face of Dollar Tree makeup, I got it. That's where I got it from, Dollar Tree. So let's see if we can, I feel like I'm making them look worse. Okay guys, one day when I'm doing my makeup, I'm gonna do a in-depth story time on this, but we're just gonna kind of do a quick little story time while I blend out my concealer. When I was younger, like, I feel like my depression made me really bitter. Like, I was a really bitter person, and I don't know, like, I think it was, I'm gonna be honest, I think it was my depression. Like, I'm not trying to blame everything on my depression, but I want to say that's why I was so bitter. If depression doesn't make you bitter, let me know right now and I will take this statement back. Anyways, so there was this one time I was going through a lot. Like, I was going through a shitload of stuff at home that like my other family, like my tias and stuff, didn't know. And I don't know if I was a little like jealous because like not everybody had to go through these things, and like I just wish I didn't have to go through these things. But what's it called, I had went on Instagram, and I've always been an oversharer. I feel like I've always been a really bad oversharer. Like there's some things that I didn't have to say, but I said anyways. So there was this one time where I was just going through it mentally so bad, and in my opinion, I tried to myself so many times, so many damn times. It's not even funny. But anyways, I always thought that like making people hate you before you do that would affect them less. So this specific time I had a plan, I had everything already, and I decided to go on Instagram. It was my spam account. Spam accounts were like a big thing. This was like in 2018. I went on this spam account and I talked my shit. Like I talked the most shit, and like I put information out there that should not have been out there. And what's it called, I said so much shit that I should not have said, but it was just coming from a place of like anger, and it wasn't even anger towards them, it was just anger towards myself and like things that happened to me. That's where all the anger was really from. It wasn't even like directed towards them, but I directed it towards them because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I'm just gonna make them hate me and everything will become easier. Like the whole screenshot, it was like maybe 5 pages of screenshots, I don't even remember. They told their parents, and the screenshots went around. They went around. I'm not even joking. Like the whole family saw them. Yeah, so that happened, and it caused like this huge like separation in the family because like what the fuck am I doing talking so much shit? Yeah, it was kind of bad. Honestly, I feel like the worst part of this is obviously I caused this huge separation. I'm still not very close to them now. I was close to them then, and I'm not anymore because like first I feel ashamed of what I did. Should not have done that. Should not have. But I didn't control myself, and there's honestly no excuses for it. But not only that, caused a huge separation. I'm not really close to them now anymore. I was really close to my cousins, and I'm not anymore. Like we just say hi and bye to each other when we see each other. There's really no conversation there like at all. So obviously that's on me. I really isolated myself from everybody. And then I feel like another huge regret in that, I'm waiting for this to dry, but it's another huge like thing in that is, so my tío had came, he was living in Houston, and what's it called, they ended up coming to the city where I live. They ended up coming to live over here. I think he got a job over here and stuff, because he had moved over there when he met his wife and stuff. I think he moved over there, I don't really know, I think just to get out of the city that we lived in. And so he came over here. Around that time is when I went off on everybody, so like I didn't really go around much after that, just because like I was still kind of mad. Honestly, I really had no reason to be mad, but I was still kind of mad. I was being petty as fuck. Not only that, like he was over there at my tia's most of the time, so like when because we do get togethers like all the time, like all the damn time. And after I did that, obviously I don't think we would get invited. Either we wouldn't get invited or I just wouldn't go. I don't really remember because a bunch of that's like a blur, honestly. But he ended up having something wrong with his heart, and he what's it called, there was this one time where they took him to the hospital because I think he had a heart attack. If I'm not mistaken, he had a heart attack. And honestly, went to the hospital or whatever, and that was the last time that we kind of were, he was in the hospital, because he ended up passing away because he had another heart attack, and then he had a bunch of seizures, and from there, he was kind of brain dead, I believe. And I feel like there's like this huge regret in me for doing what I did, because I not only like I didn't make my parents distance themselves, but like, you know, they kind of took my side, and they didn't really get to spend much time with him when he was here in our city, because I had caused this like huge divide between like my mom and my dad and like my other family. And honestly, that's like a huge regret I have. I feel like if I wasn't so petty, like, we could have spent more time with him and stuff, but no, that didn't happen. We're gonna do powder now, and I like to go in with 2 powders. I like to go in with the e.l.f., the Halo Glow, and then I go in with this Revlon Colorstay Blot Matte Setting Powder. I feel like, honestly, I used to self-destruct a lot, actually, now that I think about it. Remember, I used to fucking be rude as fuck to this girl that was my best friend. She was my best friend at the time. We don't really talk anymore. She sent me like a couple messages, just kind of, because I had a baby, obviously, and I posted it on Instagram and stuff. And she's like, oh, like, congratulations, or like when I posted her when she was born, she's like, oh, she's so cute. Like, you know, it's just kind of basic, like, not really close vibes. And we honestly hardly talk, like, ever. We don't really talk. Okay, I want to do like a whole story time on this. So these are mainly just like little things I'm saying, and I will eventually do like a whole story time, because I had a lot of wrongs in this friendship, like a lot. And I will admit that. Like, before, I didn't really admit it, because I was like, I mean, she had wrongs too, but I feel like I had a lot more, maybe. Maybe I had a lot more. Maybe. But I used to not like to admit it. And now, honestly, I feel like I've had a lot of growth, because I can admit that there's most of my friendships that had wrongs in them, unfortunately. But that's the part of growing and becoming a better person. I'm like not the person I used to be, says everybody ever. We became friends in elementary school, in 6th grade. A lot of my friendships, I never realized how much mental health literally affects literally everything in your life. Like, every aspect of your life, mental health affects. Because my mental health affected this friendship so bad, because when I used to have a bad mental health day, I used to treat her like shit. Like, I used to treat her like shit, and I was rude as fuck. I would ignore her because I just couldn't deal with having any social interactions. Like, you know, I was a fucking bitch. I was a fucking bitch. But I feel like I've changed now. But like, I feel like I'm better at admitting that I'm a bitch. So that's growth. That is growth. I use this, and this is a mess. I got this part because it melted, and I just started wiping it on the mirror, because when I used to use it. We stopped being friends because we both kind of stopped talking to each other. Like in, what was it? My freshman year, we still kind of talked, but my sophomore year, we really didn't talk anymore. And then I moved, when I got into high school, I moved around schools a lot, because this up here, I did not know how strong this was. Like, your mind is a very powerful thing. Like, I hate to admit it, but it really is. Like, girly can convince you to like do some crazy things. Guys, I was blending this out, and I realized I forgot to do my cream blush. Elle makeup tutorial. This isn't a makeup tutorial. Elle makeup routine, honestly. Like, I'm really bad at it. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like it's because, like, growing up, like, we didn't get apologies. It was just kind of like, you did something bad, or they did something bad to you, and you just kind of move on with your day, and you just never talk about it again. And honestly, growing up, the way I grew up, it made me realize like all the things different I want to do with my kid and my baby when she grows up and stuff. Like there's so many things that I realized that I want to do different. And I did like I used to say before I got pregnant, before I have a baby or anything, I want to be completely healed from everything I've ever gone through, and that didn't happen. I'm definitely not completely healed. So there was a part of me that was mad at myself when I got pregnant because I'm not completely healed. But I feel like I can still do a good job, hopefully. Now we're gonna go in with the other setting powder. The Maybelline, or Revlon, sorry, not Maybelline. I think it may be pointless just because the first one I use is a glowy one and this one's a mattifying one. So if that's pointless, actually let me know. Guys, what's the biggest regret that you've ever done? Or the thing that you regret the most? Comment down below. Comment down below. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Anyways, so let's do a lip combo because I have a lot to say. I don't have any lip liner, so we're gonna use eyeshadows. Anyways, I used to wear that romper thing all the time when I was pregnant because literally nothing else fit me. Like nothing fucking fit me. Wasn't even funny. And what's it called? After I had my baby, I was pumping. I don't know if this is TMI, but honestly, TMI doesn't exist on this channel, alright? It really does not exist on this channel. So I was pumping, and I never believed it when people were like, oh, if you're pumping or breastfeeding, like, you have to always wear a bra. I hated wearing bras. Tell me why this Wednesday we were in a Food King, right? And I had gotten ready and everything because we were gonna go out with my bae, his friends. We're gonna go out to eat with them. And I was maybe a couple weeks postpartum, so I wasn't like a month or anything. I might have been like 2 weeks. And I wore this thing. I didn't wear a bra because I was like, yeah, like definitely not gonna happen. I started leaking so bad in the store. I was just with my bae and his grandma, but I was leaking so bad, and the good thing is the outfit was black. But I was leaking so bad, you could see that the black was wet. And I was like, no fucking way. So I went to the store that was like, it was a shopping center. So I went to the store that was like next to it, and I had to buy a shirt and a bra. I honestly low-key hated pumping, but it's because I had to pump because my baby, she couldn't latch. So, I use this one. It's the NYX Butter Melt Blush. Can you even see that? And it's in the shade Butter Together. No. Oh, it's in the shade Soft Pink. Guys, I hope one day, I say this in quite a bit of my videos, I hope one day I can actually grow on social media. That's like my dream. And if I do grow on social media, I will be so happy. Honestly, if I ever start making money from social media, you know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to do like money giveaways because I feel like there's always somebody that needs it. Like right now, I need money, you know? Like, fuck. Okay guys, so today's Sunday. So by this coming week, so Monday through Friday, if I get hired for the thing I interviewed for, then I will know. If I don't get hired, obviously I'm not gonna get a call back. So that's kind of nerve-wracking. That's a little nerve-wracking, but I will update you guys. If I make a video crying, it's because I didn't get the job. James Charles apology video. Anyways, we're just gonna wipe away the powder. Let's brush the hair. This is honestly my full makeup routine. Okay guys, so this is my makeup routine. I feel like it's pretty simple, except that I use a lot of powder and a lot of concealer. But I feel like for the most part, it's pretty simple. Like, it's not very hard. It's very cutesy. Yeah. It's literally 11 at night, so. But this is basically the makeup. I feel like my base isn't the best. Like, I need to perfect that, but I haven't yet. But yeah. This is the makeup and everything. My eye's itching. I'm gonna take off my makeup probably. I'll try to get some pics for Instagram, and that's probably not gonna happen though. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!